Whether you're considering the new Wegovy pill or just curious to how it compares to the current weight loss medications, you'll definitely want to join me for this conversation. Let's talk about the difference between the Wegovy pill, the Wegovy injectable medication, and the Zepbound injectable medication. I'll be covering lots of information, including the expected weight loss results, the food noise control, and the cost. At the end, I'll let you know if the pill is something I would ever consider for my weight loss journey. One housekeeping note: the name Ozempic can be interchangeably used with Wegovy. They are the same medication, as well as Mounjaro with Zepbound. It's just in the United States, Ozempic and Mounjaro are approved for treatment of type 2 diabetes, while Wegovy and Zepbound are approved for the treatment of obesity. My name is Amy, and I'm on a journey to lose 180 pounds, and I'm currently taking Zepbound to assist me with my weight loss. Now, Zepbound has been life-changing for me, and I truly believe it's a fantastic medication. It's also ignited a passion in me for education around weight loss medications and obesity treatment. I believe obesity is a disease that deserves the same treatment as diabetes, hypertension, and high cholesterol. And using weight loss medication is the best way to do this. Since I love information, data, and learning about all these medications and all the new ones coming, I wanted to chat about the latest addition to the lineup. Now, let me put some slides up that I made and go into a basic description of what the medications are and how they work. So, let's start right off with what most people think will be the biggest draw for the new version of Wegovy, and that is because it's in pill format. But note that it is the same exact medication as the injectable. Now, it will be available in a once a day pill form, which helps eliminate some of the barriers or access or usability of Wegovy or Zepbound because they are weekly injectables. Now, the pill form makes the medication much easier to store at the pharmacy, much easier to ship since no refrigeration is needed, and also eliminates the need for refrigeration once you receive it. It also removes the mental barrier of having to inject yourself with a shot. So let's talk about the actual medication and how it works, since I do have a lot of first-time viewers who may not be as familiar with weight loss medications as some of my regulars. The biggest, baddest weight loss medications out there right now are called GLP-1s. In this video, I'm going to cover 3 GLP-1 medications, 2 forms of Wegovy. Each has the active ingredient of semaglutide, and that is called a single agonist medication, and Zepbound, which has the active ingredient of tirzepatide, and that's a dual agonist medication because it not only includes the GLP-1, but also includes a GIP component. And you're probably wondering, well, what the heck is an agonist? Now, that is a substance that binds to a specific cell receptor and activates them. It mimics your body's natural chemicals, like hormones, to produce or enhance a biological response, essentially turning on that receptor to cause an action. When a GLP-1 agonist is used for weight loss management, it mimics a natural hormone to help control appetite and blood sugar. Now, Zepbound has an additional agonist called GIP. Now, that does work differently, but we'll discuss that just a little bit later when I talk about the mechanism of action. And probably the first thing you want to know about this medication is, what are the expected weight loss results? Well, currently the Wegovy pill has proven to have between a 4 and 14% total body weight loss. The injectable version, 12 to 15% on the current dosages that are available. They are working on higher dosages that do produce more weight loss. Now, for Zepbound, it's an average of 18 to 22% of overall body weight. But there are slight differences in the effectiveness of these medications. Note that the glucose control on both forms of Wegovy are rated as strong, and you can see that Zepbound indicates the strongest glucose control. It's kind of the same results with food noise, and food noise is the drive in your head to consistently think about food, and the voice in the back of your head that is always urging you to find something to eat. Now, the Wegovy pill came in with the lowest rating at moderate, and the Wegovy injectable came in at strong, and again, with Zepbound being best rated as the strongest. And I'm sure the second most important thing on everyone's mind is the cost. And will this pill magically save us a lot of money? Well, currently there are 4 dosages coming out, and the lowest 2 will be priced at $149 for the first month. And after April 15, 2026, the second dosage will go up to $199 per month, and the top two dosages are $299 per month. Now, the Wegovy injectable starts at $199 per month for the first 2 months and then goes up to $399 per month. And Zepbound is the most expensive at $299 per month for the lowest dosage and up to $449 per month for the highest. These rates that I've quoted are subject to change at any time, and they were accurate as of the filming of this video in January of 2026. So make sure you consult with the manufacturer's website on all of these prices, as they're quoted for cash pay with no health insurance. Now, so beyond the items that I've already touched on, there's still other aspects of the medication that you should consider before you decide which is right for you. We've already talked about that Wegovy is a GLP-1 only, and Zepbound has the GLP and the GIP. So let's talk about, well, what does that mean? It's called the mechanism of action, and the GLP-1 mimics natural hormones to control blood sugar, slow digestion, and reduce appetite. The GIP affects fat storage and the ability to expend energy and insulin release, creating a more comprehensive metabolic impact. I know there's a lot of information to take in, but remember, these medications work better together than just the GLP-1 all on its own, especially for those of us who really struggle to lose weight, even when we eat in a calorie deficit. The GIP agonist allows the body to actually burn your fat storages because it activates the receptors in the brain to trigger a decrease in food intake and body weight. Now, this is what controls a person's set point weight. And you're probably asking, well, what is a set point weight? Well, it's the idea that your body is genetically influenced to a preferred weight range and that it likes to maintain. And in order to do that, it drives your hunger signals and it makes it hard to lose weight below that point. And it will also defend that weight by slowing your metabolism and increasing your hunger when you try to lose weight. There is some belief that set point can be changed by sustained diet and exercise, but that is a complex and lifelong process. And the GIP portion of Zepbound addresses the set point issue by allowing your body to burn your fat storages and not drive your hunger to take in more food to defend its previously higher set point. And this kind of leads us into the set point control for each medication. The Wegovy pill is rated as good. The Wegovy injectable is strong, but again, they are not as effective as Zepbound, which has the strongest set point control, and that's because of the addition of the GIP. Right now, both versions of Wegovy have proven cardiovascular benefits approved by the FDA, with emerging data from the Zepbound studies, which are confirming the same benefits. And from all the research that I could find, they show pretty much similar results with kidney protection, fatty liver disease, plus a long list of other health benefits. So let's talk about the administration of the medication or taking it following the dosage instructions. Obviously, the Wegovy pill is in pill format. It's a once a day oral medication, but I would rate it a 3 out of 5 for difficulty because it does have a very strict dosage guideline and it must be followed or the medication will be completely ineffective. It must be taken on a completely empty stomach with no more than 4 ounces of water. 2 ounces is best, and it must be water only. You must wait 30 minutes before eating, drinking, or taking any other medication. And the pill only has a 1 to 2% absorption rate. So it is imperative that the user take it properly. And if you miss a dosage, it's recommended that you don't take the pill until the next day. For the administrative rating, I gave Wegovy and Zepbound injectables a 2 out of 5, and that is only because of people's fear surrounding needles and giving themselves injections. It's actually super easy to administer, and it's only a once a week injection. Now, there are no restrictions on eating or drinking when taking the shot, and honestly, when you take the shot, you can barely feel it. It really is more of a mental barrier than a barrier of the actual medication. Now, for the GI side effects, which is what a lot of people really worry about, with the pill side effects, they are common, but they are dose dependent and they usually do go away over time. And that's pretty similar with the injectable medication. They are common, but they usually subside over time. Now, with Zepbound, the medication seems to be better tolerated, and they believe that's because of the GIP. Gastrointestinal side effects are just not as common. So, overall, my personal ranking for the effectiveness of each medication for weight loss is I would give Zepbound the number one spot. And that is the medication I'm on. However, my ranking was not at all influenced by this. It truly was by the data that I collected. Now, I do not think the cost savings of the Wegovy pill or the Wegovy injectable are enough for me to give up the benefits of Zepbound. Now, I gave the Wegovy injectable the second spot because the data suggests it has more set point control, the GI side effects are not as common, and it does have a little bit better food noise control. So, all in all, I think whether you start your journey on the Wegovy pill or you start with one of the two injectables, that is really going to depend on your budget, your insurance coverage, and your tolerance for the GI issues. And also, too, take into account the severity of your food noise and your set point. Zepbound is definitely going to give you the most control over that. I think for current users of the injectable medications, we probably will not bother to switch to the Wegovy pill because we know we're already on a superior product. And there will be a lot of challenges with the pill form. I don't think that a lot of people are going to get the results they expect because they will not always follow the dosage instructions. And with this pill, you do have to follow those instructions to a T. Otherwise, you are just taking a pill and not getting any benefit from it. And I just want to point out that I am not a medical professional nor a healthcare provider. So make sure that you're talking to your medical professional or healthcare provider before you make any changes to your healthcare plan. I hope you found this information useful and it helps you make an informed decision about which medication may be right for you. Now, be on the lookout because there are new medications slated to come out in 2026. It doesn't mean that they are better or more effective than what's currently out or what you're currently using. They are just new options. So make sure you do your research before casting away what is already available. I want to thank you for joining me today. And if you like this video, make sure you hit the thumbs up button. And also share this video with anyone you think might be interested in learning about weight loss medications. If you'd like to continue to receive my videos in your recommended feed, then just make sure you subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be notified every time I release a new video or I go live, which is usually every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Time, just make sure you hit that bell button and turn all your notifications on. And I really do wish you the best in your weight loss journey. And make sure you leave me a note in the comments to let me know how it's going. I'd really love to hear from you. And if you have any questions about the medications, just leave it in the comments and I'll get back to you because I do answer all of my comments. And again, my name is Amy and I'm on a weight loss journey to lose 180 pounds. So please follow along if you'd like to see if I can lose the weight before I lose my mind at 50 pounds down, 130 more to go. So have a fabulous day and I'll see you in the next video.
One scale and a suitcase to pack. Zepbound in hand, there's no looking back. Cruising through this journey, non-scale victories divine. But can Amy lose the weight without losing her mind?